What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. If you can't tell, I'm kind of wet because it's rainy here. Um, but I think what we're going to be talking about today is the kind of like rumors surrounding Avengers Doomsday, which is the fact that Doctor Strange is like not really going to be under any kind of mind control. He's going to be um, more of like it was a conscious choice to join Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday, and I saw like a clip of what Doctor Doom is gonna look like in Avengers Doomsday, and it looks pretty cool. Like he has like a star, like I would assume that it's Captain America's star on this side, and I don't know what the other one was. Um, I think it was Thor's hammer. I don't know. Could be made up of Thor's hammer. And Yeah, so kind of the rumor is that Doctor Strange, like he always does these things like in Avengers Endgame, he allowed Tony Stark to die because that was the only way to, which is really messed up, right? Like it was the only way to get him to, so that they win the fight against Thanos. But um, this time around, it's going to be him kind of taking the side of Doctor Doom. So it's very much in character, and it's accurate to how the story played out in the Time Runs Out storyline, which I haven't really read. But I've been really getting into comic books lately, which is pretty cool. Right now I'm reading Full Stop, which was a New 52 story, and it directly led into I believe it directly led into, and I actually want to make a video about this too because I don't know if it was the way that the volume was designed or if it was more of like a kind of like, how do I describe this? Um, like a, one of those like compilations because I don't know how volumes really work. Like I said, I'm not really like an avid comic book reader, but I'm going to be talking about that in a future video at some point. But going back to the Doctor Strange kind of thing, so he does team up with Doctor Doom, according to the rumor, and I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty decent that they're really sticking to the cards with this one. I do admit that it's kind of weird that Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doctor Doom, but in terms of real world events, if I'm not mistaken, he was supposed to play Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four movie, like the first one, not the not the most recent one. Although technically, this version of Doctor Doom played by Robert Downey Jr. is canonically in the post-credit scene of that movie, but I'm talking about the very first Fantastic Four, which I think is. Before that, I've been somewhat of a fan of Marvel. I wasn't really too knowledgeable. Obviously, my gateway to becoming a fan of Marvel, or at least getting into it, because like when I first got into superheroes, it was more of like just Spider-Man. No, it wasn't even Spider-Man. It was Power Rangers. And so the first time I've ever really gotten into, like Marvel was Spider-Man, with Tobey Maguire. But what really got me into Spider-Man in general was that Andrew Garfield, and I still hope that they do eventually make a Spider-Man 3, where he's like, all grown up and a fully realized character, as opposed to kind of someone going through this like the death of Gwen Stacy. Like, I'm not gonna go into too much of a tangent, but I'm gonna get into kind of like my reasoning behind this, which is the fact that Spider-Man, like the death of Gwen Stacy happened like in the 80s, and he ended up, finding Mary Jane. And so that kind of became more of like a stepping stone for him to become a fully actualized character, which is the Spider-Man that we know today. And I do want to see Andrew Garfield fulfill that part of being Spider-Man, because I know that Tobey Maguire never went through that phase of his character because Gwen Stacy wasn't introduced until the third movie. But you know, yeah, having Andrew Garfield kind of fulfilled that. But going back to Doctor Doom and Doctor Strange, so that's kind of the rumor right now, and I do think that you know, even the fact that he didn't have like a chair in the the chair reveal. I do believe there might be a second chair reveal, if anything, and we're gonna see that fully actualized. So yeah, that's kind of like the video today. I just wanted to make a video because I thought it was pretty cool. Please leave a like and subscribe.